friends. Happy Wednesday evening. I am excited to share with you some things from Savoring Slow, this book that we're going through this week. I have been so blessed and encouraged by this book, and I think you will be as well. And today we're going to be talking about how to wake up to the wonderful life that you have right in front of you. Yay, finally! I'm doing it at a different time. I've just been like, I'm the spontaneous scoper, I guess now. That's what I'm doing. And I wanted to show you my new shirt because for those of you who are familiar, we have a line of shirts with sense of style that it's choose joy, choose love, choose courage, and what's the other one? I can't even think. I can't even remember. That's terrible. But anyway, we have colors coming out. And so now it's like bugging me that I can't think. Choose joy, choose love, choose courage, choose gratitude. That's what it is. Okay, so we have colors coming and we're gonna launch those next week, and I'm really excited because we've only had white and black in the past, and so for summer we thought it would be really fun to have colors come out. So we have blue, we have turquoise, we have pink, and I can't wait to share them with you. And are the shirts V-necks? The new ones are all scoop necks. We did all scoop necks for them. So anyway, I just thought it would be fun to show you because I'm loving mine. Okay, so let's talk about Savoring Slow, because this book, I read it last week and I was so inspired and encouraged. I know, yay, turquoise, my favorite. I got to pick the colors, so that was fun. They gave me a whole bunch of colors and I got to pick. They will be coming out, I think on Monday. We're gonna be running a deal. I think they're gonna be $15.95 shipped, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's gonna be something like that. So on Monday, next week on moneysavingmom.com, they'll be coming out. So yay, your first Periscope, welcome. Okay, so this week we're talking about the book Savoring Slow by Sean Fink, and we're going to go through a few chapters today because there were just little snippets here and there that I wanted to share with you. And I loved this quote. She said, "A well-rested mother is more likely to feel like she has more time and energy for the good stuff than the one who wakes at the last minute and rushes to fit it all in with a bitter and sour attitude." And so that was just really challenging to me to think of what the importance of being well rested and how much it can affect so many other areas of our life. And so making that a priority of getting rest. Okay, so then I love this. She was talking about what is the point of waking up with your life. And she said, all we're trying to do is elevate the ordinary by seeing all the beauty and all the imperfections in a single moment in time. It might be just a matter of staring lovingly at those who are around us and who demonstrate their love to us each day. It's about celebrating the little charming rays of sunshine that grace our days and our nights and all the in-betweens. It's about embracing all that surrounds us, like little love notes, the way someone holds our face with compassion, and friends who just get us like no one else ever will. It's about devoting our full presence to the mundane and the common and trying to crack open the beauty of it so we can remember it forever. It's about celebrating that ordinary moment when we find ourselves lost and dizzy with happiness. So that was a quote from the book Savoring Slow by Sean Fink. And I also wanted to read this quote to you. She talked about how to really notice your child, because I think we can get so busy with rushing through life that we don't notice whether it's our child or whether it's our spouse or whether it's a coworker or whether it's a friend. We don't notice those things. She says to stare at them, to listen to them, to go with their flow, which I thought was really interesting, that sometimes we try to make our life so scheduled and regimented that we miss those moments. And so sometimes to go with their flow, to get down at their level, to look into their eyes. What do they love? Write it down. So she talks about keeping a record of what our kids are saying, what they are learning, and keeping that record. That doesn't mean that you have to, you know, have the really elaborate scrapbook. For me, some of that is just on Instagram, keeping records of some of those things that my kids say, that some of those things that they do. I'm the Money Saving Mom on Instagram, and for me, it's like writing some of the blog posts that I write and putting some of the things out that I put on social media. It's actually for me to have that record, because I always think of, you know, my scrapbooks might burn up, or if you have a house fire, or I might lose something or whatever, but having it out there on the internet is, I won't ever lose it, hopefully. And so that's just to capture that record of those, just those moments that I'm celebrating and the mundane. And then I love this. She said, the Savoring Slow invitation, write a list of all the things you have to do today. She said, I mean truly have to do today. Now circle only the ones that are life or death, meaning they have to be done today or someone gets hurt. What's left? And that's so good to really ask ourselves, what is life or death on our list? And what are we just putting on there because we feel like we should do it, or we have to do it, or we must do it? Not that you only have to have life or death stuff on your list, but it helps you to really evaluate, are you spending your time on what is most important, or are you just filling up your days with busy work? Because if we're filling up our days and our time with busy work, we won't have that margin to be able to savor slow. And there's so much that can come when we're actually exercising all of our senses and savoring our life, savoring what's around us, noticing what's around us. So tomorrow we will be talking more about this book, Savoring Slow, and someone mentioned to me that it's only $2.99 to get the ebook on Amazon right now. It's just $2.99. So if you wanted to grab the ebook, I would highly recommend it. It's I love so much from the book. So anyway, have a wonderful evening, and I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna go do a Facebook Live, and then I'll be back in a little while because I have a Money Making Mom scope that I am going to do on starting that business that you've always wanted to start. And I'm going to give you some advice if you're interested in starting a business. I'm going to give you some advice to think through of how to get started. So have a great evening, and I'll talk to you later.